Hey everybody, I'm Delicia. Thanks for stopping by the Cigar Vixen channel. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Fuente Reserva Don Carlos. So this is the personal reserve that was made basically to commemorate, this was a few years back, commemorating the 80th birthday of the late Don Carlos, as well as 30-year celebration of making his brand. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this little baby lit up. Taking a closer look at it, it's featuring a fairly rougher look to a Cameroon wrapper, all over Dominican binder and filler. And again, aesthetically, it just has a little bit of a duller complexion versus that usual deep kind of oily look that you kind of see on a lot of their cigars. So this one is just a little bit more of a flat kind of a color. But getting right into it, it does have the beautiful bands, actually a double band, of course, with the traditional coloring and the beautiful lettering and raised gold. And then you have that secondary band right underneath saying that it's the personal reserve. And then you have Carlos Fuentes signature on there. So a really nice cigar presentation. It's about a $13, $14 stick, depending, of course, where you buy it from. So I'm going to go ahead and get it toasted up here. This was given out during Pro Cigar festivities. This was in, I think it was in one of the boxes, if I'm not mistaken. We also had quite a few of them during our beach day, which was exciting. So it was like the perfect ambiance to enjoy, you know, a good cigar at a beautiful setting at the Gansevoort resort there in Playa Sosua, so really fun. I would prefer to be back there at this moment smoking the cigar there instead of here, but hey, oh well. So getting this toasted up just right. It's got a little bit of a stubborn foot to it, doesn't want to toast. Let's see. So very nice. From what I remember smoking it before, it has that nice combination of the sweetness, a little bit of the spicy, a little bit of the woodsy profile, even kind of earthy. Right now, right now I'm getting some very nice sweet notes. A little bit of a kind of a caramel, vanilla something mixed in here, almost candy-like, almost like a marshmallow vanilla-y kind of a flavoring to it. Very nice, very sweet. It's actually making my mouth water. It's really sweet, really nice to it. There's also a background of a light pepper, more along the lines of a white pepper and then a woodsy something, either not quite cedar, more along the lines of like an oaky type of a woodsiness to it. With the retrohale, you actually get a little bit more of the pepper, but you get a little bit of citrus through there. Lemony kind of a citrus. Borderline grapefruit even. It's a sweeter, but it still has that soury kind of a citrus to it. But that's really just through the retrohale. I didn't get that through just the regular tasting. It has a little bit more of a creamy feel to it. Nice creamy smoke. But really nice start. So I'm gonna go ahead and of course smoke it down a little bit more and check back in with you for the second third. So coming back for the second third here on the Don Carlos Personal Reserve by Fuente. The flavors right now are a mixture of really keeping that sweetness that was there in the beginning. So you get those notes of what I want to call a vanilla, but to me it's kind of more of a of a candy-like versus like the vanilla bean. It's more of like that marshmallowy type of sweetness, like a candied, almost artificial sweetness, like that vanilla infused something or other. There's a hint of that. There's also been a nice introduction of an anise flavor, as well as a hint of a floral. So kind of a sweeter floral, like a jasmine type of feel to it. Not a lot, just a little hint of it. I'm kind of getting that. The smoke has remained very creamy. It started out in the first third. I thought it was going to be a lot stronger than it's turned into. It's actually settled down quite a bit. Not getting a lot of pepper from it. There's a little hint of like that white pepper in the background, but it's very subtle. And again, that strength is kind of mellowed out to be kind of a mildish medium on the strength itself. But there has been, a little bit of that transitioning going on. So that part has been nice. It keeps you on your toes. You're not bored smoking the cigar. It has a lot of different, nuances that come in and out. But again, this second third has introduced a little bit more of that floral background. Again, very subtle. You almost get a little bit of that citrus still there, but not very strong. You just kind of get all of the flavors that I mentioned are all kind of subtle. So there's nothing that's really coming out and like smacking you in the face. It's really like, kind of subtle little flavors going on, but very enjoyable. So as per the norm, I'm going to go ahead and smoke it down more and check back in with you one last time for the final third. So coming into the final third on the Fuente Personal Reserve, the flavors have remained somewhat similar to the last time I checked in with you. However, there has been more of that anise that's come in. So a really unique mixture of the sweetness on this cigar, not the traditional, cocos, none of the coffees, nothing like that. Very different. So you get, again, more of the citrus. I get a lot of lemony, almost a lemongrass type of a feel to it. A little bit of that jasmine on that floral note. And, again, the anise in there, there's been still that vanilla that's kind of been present throughout the whole entire thing, but a really nice sweetness to it. Again, different than what I'm somewhat used to, I guess you could say. So on that respect, it's very nice. If you're looking for something a little bit more unique, I found it in this cigar. Again, just not those, traditional notes that I've become accustomed to smoking. This is a little bit of a different profile, but it's good. I liked it a lot. I thought it was, the construction was so-so. I've had a little bit of issues with the burn line, but nothing that's impacted the smoke itself. Other than that, the cigar is smoking great, nice and open on every cigar of this that I've smoked. So really nice on that respect. But good flavor, again, just something unique, something a little bit different. Definitely something to maybe think about, because the price, again, is going to be in that $13 to $14 range, which isn't bad. But again, there's a lot of good cigars on the market around that same, maybe a little bit less. This one is definitely worth the smoke, but as always, I would love to hear back from you guys if you've smoked it, if you've never smoked it, if you plan on smoking it, whatever your thoughts are. I always appreciate hearing back from you. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Cheers. Some people try things for the first time and love it from the start. After my first cigar, I loved it so much, it became my life. From the Partagas factory in Cuba to the Davidoff fields in the Dominican, I've been to cigar lounges and events in all four corners of North America and in between. I've even hiked to the top of a volcano and smoked a cigar in Nicaragua. Along the way, I've made some new friends. Now, all this cigar smoking has gotten some attention. Join me as I pursue my passion. Experience this exclusive world very few will ever see. My name is Delicia, and I'm the Cigar Vixen.